Have you ever pondered what event marked the beginning of India's struggle for freedom from British rule? Let's rewind to the year 1857, the year of the First War of Independence. The catalyst? A seemingly insignificant cartridge of the new Enfield rifle. This cartridge, rumored to be greased with cow and pig fat, ignited resentment among Indian soldiers in the British Army, deeply offending their religious sentiments. This seemingly small event set the stage for a major uprising that would shake the foundations of the British Empire. The spark ignited by the cartridge incident soon became a raging fire. It was like a volcano that had been dormant for too long, finally erupting with a force that shook the foundations of the British Raj in India. The rebellion started in Meerut, a cantonment town near Delhi, where Indian soldiers, also known as sepoys, refused to use the newly introduced Enfield rifles. The cartridges of these rifles were rumored to be greased with the fat of pigs and cows, which was offensive to both Muslim and Hindu soldiers. Their refusal led to their arrest, triggering a revolt among their fellow soldiers. The rebellion quickly spread to Delhi, where the sepoys captured the city and proclaimed Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, as the Emperor of India. The proclamation was a symbolic assertion of India's sovereignty, a slap in the face of British dominance. As the rebellion spread across north and central India, several leaders emerged. Rani Lakshmi Bai, the Queen of Jhansi, fought valiantly against the British, becoming an enduring symbol of resistance. Tatya Tope and Nana Sahib, two other key figures, led their troops with great courage, inspiring thousands to join the rebellion. These leaders, though diverse in their backgrounds, were united in their fight for freedom. They were driven by a common desire to end British rule and restore India's independence. Despite their bravery and determination, the rebels faced a formidable enemy in the well-armed and organized British forces. The tide of war, unfortunately, did not favor the rebels for long. The rebellion, once a roaring fire, began to wane. Key battles were lost, and the British forces, relentless and determined, managed to recapture Delhi, the heart of the rebellion. The last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah Zafar, was captured and exiled to Rangoon, marking the end of the Mughal dynasty. His exile was a poignant symbol of the downfall of the rebellion. The aftermath of the war was a period of dramatic change. The East India Company, which had been the de facto ruler of large parts of India, was dissolved. The British Crown took direct control, marking the start of the British Raj. This shift represented a new chapter in India's history, one that was characterized by direct imperial rule. The defeat of the rebellion was a hard blow. The dreams of independence were crushed, and the subcontinent was left to grapple with the impact of colonial rule. But the flame of freedom was not extinguished. The First War of Independence may have ended in defeat for the rebels, but it also marked the beginning of a long and determined struggle for freedom. It sowed the seeds of resistance that would, in time, grow into a mighty tree, sheltering the hopes and aspirations of a nation yearning for independence. The First War of Independence ended in defeat for the rebels, but it marked the beginning of a long and determined struggle for freedom. The First War of Independence, though unsuccessful, left a lasting impact. This uprising, a testament to the spirit of unity and courage, set in motion a series of changes that would forever alter the course of Indian history. The war shook the very foundations of British rule in India. It led to the dissolution of the East India Company, marking the end of its 2 centuries of dominion. In its place, the British Crown took direct control, bringing India under the Queen's rule. This marked a significant shift in how India was governed, with the reforms introduced to curb the excesses of the past. But perhaps the most profound impact of the war was the awakening it triggered among the people of India. It served as a catalyst, sparking a new sense of political awareness, a consciousness of their rights, and a collective desire for freedom. The seeds of nationalism were sown, and the spirit of resistance against colonial rule was ignited. The First War of Independence was not just a rebellion, it was a turning point. It marked the beginning of the end of British rule, setting the stage for a long, arduous struggle that would eventually lead to India's independence. The echoes of this war can still be heard today, reminding us of the sacrifices made and the battles fought. The First War of Independence was a defining moment in Indian history, a beacon that guided the way to eventual freedom. The First War of Independence, a pivotal event in India's history, has a lot to teach us. This was a moment where sparks of dissent turned into a wildfire of rebellion, instigated by injustices and discontent. The war's outbreak, its subsequent downfall, and the aftermath all left their indelible mark. Despite its short-term failure, the war's lasting legacy was a revolutionary spirit that endured. This war, though a failure in the short term, lit the flame of freedom that would eventually engulf the entire nation, leading to India's independence in 1947. Do like, share, and subscribe our channel for more content.